it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. We've got Chapter 8, Vigilant Vigilantes Story for LEGO The Incredibles. We're going to get a trophy achievement called I Wanted to Go Bowling, which is actually just rewarded for completing the level. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in where we left off with the cutscene, as you may have guessed.
Laser beam.
Do you have to read at the table?
Yeah.
Smaller bites, Dash. Yikes. So, how about you, Vi? How was school?
Nothing to report.
You've hardly touched your food.
I'm not hungry for giant hamburger.
Well, what are you hungry for?
Tony Ridinger.
Shut up, you little insect.
Well, she is.
Do not shout at the table.
She'd eat it if we were having Tony burgers.
That's it.
Don't just stand there. Intervene.
You want me to intervene? Okay, I'm intervening. I'm intervening.
Hey, Lucius!
Hey, Speedo. Hey, Helen.
I'll be back later.
Hey, where are you two going?
It's Wednesday.
Right. Bowling night.
Good night, kids.
Munisburg 3, we have a 2356 in progress, calling for assistance.
2356. What is that? Robbery? Yeah, robbery. You want to catch a robber?
This is just sad. We're gonna get caught.
Pretty sure he meant woo to the who, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, so here we go. It's nighttime. We're rolling around, and look, it looks like Bob and Lucius are both rolling individually. Not sure why. Maybe it's because the Incredible. Well, I guess that's not the Incredible. That is Mr. Incredible in too small of a deal, though. That's right. So basically, we got to follow around the old ghost waypoint marker here, and once we get there, we're actually going to help a little old lady and her kitty. Now, this is kind of like the movie, the first one, but it's totally different. So it's like it's giving us kind of the same time frame, but it's giving us more details surrounding what was going down. So I thought this was a really cool way to do this without reliving word for word the movie. They're actually kind of doing the reliving, but also giving us more. So bravo. All right, here we go. We have officially made it, and it's a false alarm. So I guess I kind of spoiled the futures with telling you that we had to go save the kitty. We got to deal with these guys first. Some shenanigans happening at the water fountain. Hopefully they didn't bring any soap tablets. And if you've never heard of that, I apologize for giving you a terrible idea. I used to live at this apartment complex, and right next door there was an elderly care home. And they had this giant, beautiful fountain out in front of the home. And for whatever reason, there was always those scallywags that would show up on like a Friday or Saturday night, and they would put a bunch of soap in the actual fountain, and it would turn into this giant bubble monstrosity. It was crazy, and somebody had to clean that up. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me. All right, we make it to the second point of interest here, and it looks like the coppers have already got everything under control. So last but not least, you know LEGO, the rule of 3. We're going to go ahead and follow the ghost waypoint marker one more time, and that's where we find the old lady and her little kitty. So we'll go ahead and see about helping her out. Essentially, what we got to do is make our way around the backside of the tree all the way to the top, and we're going to have to use somebody a little bit more agile and nimble than Mr. Incredible. So Lucius will actually come into play here. So sneak around the backside, and we will see there is a point that we can actually hop up and spin to win all the way up. That's right. Twirly pull your way to the top of the tray. Here we go. Woo to the who. Spinning around, and a couple of handhelds jumping up, and hopefully you're not afraid of heights. Oh, look out. Who is climbing up my tree? You know, I can't have an owl on screen without having an owl joke. You know what I mean? So, all right, we're almost all the way to... Oh, wrong way there, Lucius. Going up, not down. Make sure you're looking to the right, not the left, and you'll know that you're going to jump to the right twirly pole when it lights up yellow. Once you get to the little kitty, the cutscene ensues.
Thank you so much for helping us.
We have a report on fire downtown Munisburg. Civilians still inside.
Fire. We're close. Yeah, baby.
Get going.
What happened? How many people are still inside?
How many people? Oh, I'm afraid we are very busy today, gentlemen. Do you have reservations?
Yeah, reservations about this hotel stand up much longer. There's no water in the air. I'm out of ice.
Well, you may actually be in luck. We have had a surprising number of people checking out recently.
Sir, you need to leave now. The building is on fire.
Ah, so you have noticed there's an issue with the climate control. Let me reassure you that we are looking into the situation.
Come on, Lucius, we gotta act fast. We need to get everybody out.
Wait a minute. We may also have to deal with some unwelcome guests along the way.
Come on, let's go.
Saving people and fighting off thieves? These things are never easy.
No, Lucius, being a superhero actually requires a little bit of being super. So that's what we're gonna do. We're super. Thanks for asking. Look at this. We actually lifted up over on the right and freed the first person, which also reveals our first water fountain, or little drinking station here, which Lucius is gonna need in order to create any of his frozen rays, or whatever you want to call it. But so essentially, you probably remember this from the movie. He actually is dehydrated while inside the burning building and cannot create anything. And at the very end, when the cop shows up and they're kind of caught red-handed, so to speak, he's makes that comment, "I'm just getting a drink," and he accesses that little water cup station there, and guess what? Things go quite badly for the cop after that. But all right, moving along, as far as this story goes, we need to go ahead and put out the fire up the stairs, and oh no, we got some bad guys coming at us now. So take those guys out with a little charge. Doesn't matter which character you use, but make sure you take them down. Once you get those guys removed, go ahead and, well, look at that. There's a mini kit in the back with the doorway there. We're going to skip that and come back in our free play. As you guys probably know, we're going to have quick links and all sorts of things for our mini kits and whatever else we need to collect during these free play videos. But we actually still have to figure that out. We've just been sticking with the story, trying to get through this as quickly as possible. But if I'm being honest, real life has been real busy too. The wife and the kid are officially out on summer break now, and we've just had more things going on, so I have not been able to really hunker down and get this done. I know a lot of you guys have already actually completed the game, not only just the story, some of you have completed it 100% and have that platinum trophy even. That's crazy. But hopefully I will get it done sooner than later and provide help to those in need. Now, one good thing I got going for me, which is terrible for a lot of people, but the release in the UK is not for a few more days yet. So hopefully I'll have all of the story, if not most of the free play done before you guys get your hands on it, so that if and when you guys need help, I will be there to provide that. You know, I had one of you out there message me and say, is it going to be like this for all future LEGO games? Now, a lot of you guys found us later in the game, and we had provided quite a few LEGO guides already. So, you know, jumping on a LEGO game and getting through it's pretty quick and easy at that point. But now that you guys are all caught up, you're realizing that it does take me a couple of days/weeks in order to get through an entire guide. So hopefully you guys can bear with me, and maybe you got some backlog you guys can do while I am completing the new stuffs. But all right, so back to the story at hand here. We flipped this switch over here on the far right once, and it actually gave us access out to that first section. We need to flip it back again so we can get to that second section. Now we're all the way in the back in the third section, and we're getting greeted by some baddies here. So we'll go ahead and take them out. All right. Oh, look at this. I love the old combo. Ooh, knocked him right into the fire. That's got to be hot stuff there. All right, making your way all the way around and towards the front of the screen here, we are going to access this tiny little room where we get another little drink. That's right. Well, not little. He takes the whole thing down. And it looked like he poured it over his head. That doesn't seem very efficient. But we're going to make our way out and put that fire down right there. But we got to go out the way we came in, sort of, which seems a little sketchy. I feel like there's something we need to do on the checkerboard pathway here, but maybe we're not quite there yet. I did get a little confused right here, but I think we just go right out here, and then she should follow. Or not, maybe not. No, that's right. We do need to knock that bed down. Now, I'm not sure if there are more items that are falling from the ceiling, like right now, that I couldn't see originally. But I go back in there, and you can see here, I do smash, I think, the bed, and maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe you have to do butt slam or 3, and then build stuff up here. Let's see. Nothing's glowing or doing anything. Oh, there we go. So it's just pushing on the wall. All right, so that was kind of a new one for me. I'm not sure we've seen a lot of that. There wasn't anything flashing or anything. Usually the game's helping me out, guys. No, I'm just kidding. That was just a, as I like to call, a brain fart. And hey, not speaking of brain farts, if you got, oh, cutscene coming up.
All right, stay right in my tail. This is gonna get hot.
Lucius?
It's fine. You've got a soft landing. Go! Glad we got those people to safety, but that might not be everybody.
You're right. We better pick up the pace. It's getting dangerous in here.
Oh, it's only getting dangerous.
I'm going to have to agree with them. It is certainly getting dangerous in here. Not that it wasn't already when it was on fire to begin with, but as you can see, in this new area here, we are tasked with rescuing 3 more hotel guests. So let's get on that right now. You can see up at the top left side of the staircase here, we've got a strong handle. So we'll make our way up there with Mr. Incredible and, of course, approach it and spam that button. That's right. Completer that meter, rip it open. And, oh, no, it's a mini kit. That's not what we were after. All right, so there is another collectible that you are welcome to grab in the story, but we're going to come back in the free play and grab all of those in one swoop. But, all right, down below there was a cracked wall. We went ahead and approached it, did the old double tap, ran into it, and crashed it on down. And look at that. Whoa. Buddy and his TV dropped down. I guess it's Chica and her TV. But we'll go ahead and approach the old Swinkle here and spam that circle button until we lift that all the way up. Mr. Incredible sneaks under there and actually protects Lucius and this little gal here from the fire. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. We got to get a little taste of this in the movie as well. So, again, we're getting something sort of similar to what we saw in the movie, but yet it's a different take on it, making it actually a little bit cooler. All right, so once we get to the end here, we toss that over, giving ourselves a handheld, but guess what? We can't jump that far, so we're going to have to go ahead and toss our friends here with Mr. Incredible, but not before spinning this crank around and I guess turning off the fire. I'm not sure what the point of that really was. Maybe some free play type stuff, but we'll go ahead and grab Lucius, stand in the circle, then press and hold the square button to target him, and then we failed. Well, we'll go ahead and target the spot over to the right where the glowing handheld is, and fail number 2. All right, Lego, third time is the charm, perhaps? We'll go ahead and step up to the plate one last time and toss him out there. All right. Go ahead and fill up that meter before dropping into the flames. Nobody likes liquid hot magma unless you're Dr. Evil, of course. But that's a whole nother story. That would be cool, too. Like Austin Powers getting some Lego treatment. I know I've brought that up a couple of times. But, you know, there's rumors of a new Austin Powers movie coming out. And I can't help but feel like TT and Warner Bros. Should kind of capitalize on that. You know, there's a lot of old school stuff that I would love to see. Like, there should be like a Lego Legends game that has like all this old school stuff, like more of the Flintstones and Jetsons, and perhaps the Lost treatment that I've been looking for. And, you know, other things too, like, you know, maybe even some old, you know, Mission Impossible was cool, but there's so much more that it could expand on. And what about, like, Get Smart? That would be awesome too, having, like, Max in there and, you know, I don't know. There's lots of things. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's all about licenses and things like that. But let's be honest, there is a lot of stuff that is untapped potential. Now, okay, so what am I doing right now? You're probably wondering. I'm smashing all these little drinks on the bar here, mainly because when I got over in this corner, it actually said hey, water, or something like that. It gave me the indication that there was water nearby. But as it turns out, it's actually up above on the second level. And somehow I'm missing the old acrobat wall over here on the far right. So I am struggling miserably. And, you know, I thought about editing this out. But, you know, there's those times. There's always that one level, sometimes two. But there's always that one situation where I am just not on the top of my game, and it takes me a minute to figure out. And usually it's something that's kind of, you know, a possibility that could happen to anyone, right? So that wasn't necessarily right in front of us, but yet it was at the same time. So who knows? Maybe you struggled a little bit with that as well. And if you did, hopefully I helped you find it. Look at that. We take a quick gulp here. Hopefully that's not Salem's zombie water. At the time of this recording, the town I live in, Salem, Oregon, has been having some troubles with the water. The water filtration system was not set up for a type of algae that we have in our water, and it's really not super safe to drink. So we've been drinking bottled water. So that kind of looks like our situation here at the old homestead. But once you get your drink, regardless if it's zombie water or not, go ahead and make that bridge of ice and get our buddies onto the right-hand side. And guess what? We dance a little celebratory dance here, and we make our way over. And guess what? We got big guy now. We can go ahead and bust our way through this cracked wall or doorway, and all the way down the hall we go into a new kind of banquet room. And then once we get in here, oh no, there's that maintenance guy. We keep seeing him around. He's kind of like the new Piglet. You know, we see that pig in every Lego game, but I feel like he's kind of taken over in this one. But all right, fill up that super meter if you got it. It'll take down not only the piano, but all of the bad guys locally. Look at all them studs in the background too. I am missing out right now, but good news is we've got a group build here, which is, you guys probably remember, there's always a tons of bluesies and a few purple twosies. So we're gonna go ahead and make the multi-build on the right first, and guess what? It's the right one. As it turns out, we need to float our way up to that balcony up there, and there's something up there that we need to pay attention to. It looks like it is, in fact, a crank that will open up maybe an Incredibrick. I believe there are, is there 3 or 4 we need right here? It's at least 3, and I could be wrong. It might even be 4. It might even be 5. But we'll float on up to the upper side, and we'll go ahead and approach this crank wheel here and spin it down, which actually drops the chandelier. And some more bad guys, too. What? Where'd those guys come from? But now we can go ahead and smash that chandelier in the background there. And what do we get? We're going to get something out of it. I guarantee it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I know there's going to be something in there. And my guess is, too, we'll eventually put out that fire to the right and walk in there and grab that Incredibrick as well. But whoa, that was awesome. I picked him up and did the old thunder punch in the air there. Now, I got a little confused, and I thought Lucius standing there was another bad guy waiting to be served, but it turns out that was not the case. Sorry about that, Lucius. But we'll go ahead and smash the chandelier and grab our first Incredibrick. Now, we'll step up to the plate over the right-hand side and lift up this oh-so-large piece of balcony here. That's right, fill that meter up, and inside, oh no, we've got, we need Frozone to get some juice, so we're not ready for that quite yet. So let's build the multi-build to the left. If you need to, smash it down and rebuild it to the left. And this time, what's this? We gotta punch it? Oh, snap. It's like one of those strongman competitions, but this one has a twirly pole that we should have been on. So go ahead and approach it with Lucius and get your spin on, and then switch. Wait a minute. Come on, game. Figure it out. You know we're supposed to get up there and switch characters. Don't jump down when I switch. All right, let's get Lucius up there, spinning around, and then knock the block off on that strongman thing. And look at that. We're up top, and we've got ourselves some agua. So take a quick sip here, or drink the whole thing. And we'll make our way back down. We know that we can lift up that lower balcony and then get inside and freeze it. Looks like we're going to make some sort of an ice pedestal to lift that up. But first, let's go ahead and grab the Incredibrick on the far right. Woo to the who. All right, we got 2. Next up, oh, look at that. Cha-cha-cha-cha. We'll take some ice cubes there, buddy. He wanted his drink on the rocks, apparently. All right, so speaking of rocks, we got this big one over here to lift up. I guess it's more of a wooden structure. But regardless, we'll complete that meter, lift it all the way up for the second time. This time, we are ready, though. Lucius has enough hydration here that we can go ahead and freeze that up. And once it is nice and stable, we will go ahead and use Mr. Incredible to go ahead and rip off that door there. So inside, guess what's there? It's not a mini kit, it's an Incredibrick. So we'll collect that. Thank you very much. Looks like we need one more still. We are one short, perhaps. I don't know, maybe it actually never said brick, good, or... Oh, that's right, there's one in the back there. So we'll go ahead and approach the back balcony here, where you can see there is a handheld for Lucius to get up to, but we need to toss him up there. So pick him up, and ready, set, throw! All right, we got up there. Go ahead and jump up. Nope. Musical characters once again. All right, target achieved. So we'll go ahead and make our way back to the old group build. We could smash the old multi-build too. Collect them all, collect them all. Got a few more studs laying around, and if you're wanting to grab those, do so. But we got a whole bunch of big ones coming, so don't worry about that. Go ahead and fill up both of these meters. Now, of course, you got to fill up one, switch to the other, and sometimes that first one kind of depletes a little bit, so you might have to switch back to that and rapidly press the button. But once you get them both filled up, this incredible eye swirls around the room and gives us a giant robotic arm. Okay, not what I was exactly thinking, but we'll take it. I'm sure it'll do some good for us, and it'll probably have a little bit of humor behind it too. But first, we gotta grab these studs! So go ahead and run all around. Lucius seems to be a little faster than Mr. Incredible, but I have not guaranteed that or really verified that. So we got that super, or true super requirement there. Now we just need to choose Lucius and fill up with a giant ice ball. And away we go into the final cutscene. See you at the totals.
Hey, we get to go bowling after all. Strike! Is that everybody?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Winning! Hey, check it out. Trophy achievement earned. I wanted to go bowling. Now, if you're wondering why it actually labeled HTG Brian there as I get my gold brick for completing the level and a gold brick for the true super, it's because I had a second controller active and it was specifying that Brian got the trophy, not the second controller. So that happens sometimes. We've seen that in the past. Like Lego Worlds, we got a lot of that. But all right, hey, moving along, we got Bob Parr and Lucius Best. Old school editions. I know that wasn't the real wording, but I missed it. I was talking about other things. So, and look at that. We are wrapping it up. Lego The Incredibles Chapter 8, Vigilant Vigilantes is officially complete, which means we are getting that much closer to the free play. Check out the Thumbie Must See. Of course, we are on social medias, and Tyler P has been putting together a sweet, sweet guide on our HappyThumbsGaming.com website, so please check that out. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.